I mean, you literally would fall thousands of feet if you stepped off the edge of this. There's really nothing guarding you.
Good morning from Aguas Calientes. What I meant morning is really early morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We are making our way down to the bus stop. We have a 6 o'clock ticket to Machu Picchu.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
We always trust that Hollis knows where he's going. Oh.
I know it's there. I just don't know whether it's nice to cross now or...
Our new first rule about Machu Picchu is 10 after 5 is not early enough to get here. You literally probably have to get here 45 minutes to an hour early to get in line, because right now the 6 o'clock line is about 2 or 3 buses long.
Early birds not always get the early worm.
Well, the early bird does get the worm because these people were all way earlier than us.
But we are not the early birds. Get our coffee from many of these vendors. Coffee first.
Just a little feel better.
Hola. Buenos días. Sí, gracias. Really is crazy. The bus, that's Michael. And the line continues on all the way to the back. This is nuts.
Welcome to Machu Picchu, mysteriously beautiful town located at 2,400 meters above sea level.
We're just waiting to get in, and the 6 o'clock crowd is crazy.
On the film version of Machu Picchu is serene and beautiful. The reality is thousands of people.
Si quedan passport, please.
I got in.
We are officially Machu Picchu. I have all this image of Machu Picchu that now we're gonna see it ourselves. So when you got in first, this is the first thing you have to do. It's a guardhouse that they're gonna give you some iconic Machu Picchu image over the mountain. And this is the iconic Machu Picchu shots. You recognize this? Yeah, this is it.
You take the iconic photo of Machu Picchu and you're in a line waiting to do it. It's a bit disheartening, but I'm so glad to be here.
And you don't see it in Instagram or anything. It seems like you're just the only one here.
Yeah.
Not true.
Why anyone would build anything all the way up here is completely beyond me.
We're just carrying our backpacks climbing up. We're sort of out of breath. And I can imagine bringing like a huge chunk of rocks.
Okay, we are at Machu Picchu, as you can probably easily tell behind us. Machu Picchu was built around the 15th century, often called the lost city of the Incas, but that's not really true. Most archaeologists believe that it was built as a kind of an estate for the Emperor Pachacuti back in the day. They built it, and 100 years later, after the Spanish invaded, they actually abandoned Machu Picchu. So to the extent that it is the lost city of the Incas, it was lost from about the 1450s, late 1450s, till 1911 when it was rediscovered. So this is Machu Picchu.
Sun is out, time for sunglasses.
It always sort of amazed me how a civilization could have built something so far up in the mountains like this. It just doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, I'm sure strategically it makes sense, but just from a laziness standpoint, I guess that's just me. So one of the things that I was genuinely really hoping wouldn't happen was that we'd get up here and there'd be all these clouds, because we heard someone say that it was really cloudy. And you've probably seen the iconic pictures of the clouds over Machu Picchu. But sort of now that I'm here, I'm a little bit disappointed. But I wanted to see that little cloud, just not ruin it or anything, but just come over it for 10 minutes and just something you can get a picture from.
Maybe we should come back in the rainy season when it's like stormy and then cloudy and cold.
But our friend George, who was here a few days ago, said it was like really cloudy. But he said it was cloudy the whole time, so at least it's not that. You have to sign in to go on the Inca Bridge and sign back out to prove you came back alive.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, next is the Inca Bridge. I think it's about 30-minute hike.
But we don't know.
We don't know. I just overheard somebody said 30-minute hike, but it's supposed to be pretty cool scenery. So that's what we're going to check out next.
And everybody knows how much I like hikes up mountains, but we're doing it. We did ask some people back at the registration center, what's the hike like? And they were all very brutally honest with us. They said it's hard. People lied to me. They told me it was easy. I'm going to tell you it's hard. So this is what we're doing. It's what I'll just yell that it's worth it. Hopefully, we just started. He doesn't know that yet. But, you know, it always is. Thank God for the guardrails, huh?
Yeah, you're right. That's why I'm on this side.
There's so many trails and pathways here that just never ever happen in the US. You know that you have to put railing, you have to put ADA compliances, you have to be like handicap accessible. These are not any of those.
I mean, you literally would fall thousands of feet if you stepped off the edge of this. there's really nothing guarding you.
Oh yeah, it's way down. A bit closer to the edge than I liked to be.
All right, we're still going strong. Not much farther, huh?
Not much further. It's better be worth it.
Oh, I'm sure. And there's nothing about a UNESCO World Heritage Site that isn't worth it. The hard part is trying to film and watch your footing. So we're just gonna maybe turn it around. Okay. Hold on to the railings. No, this is just nuts. One wrong move and we're screwed. Oh, I made it. So this is the gate that you can peek through to look at the bridge down below. They have it locked for obvious reasons because people like me would go through it. But I don't think I would because the logs that you see at the bottom of there, they just don't look anywhere near safe. And I would imagine there's a whole bunch of little Inca bones at the bottom of this cavern.
Wow, they even have steps kind of going all the way down to the bottom of the valley.
We were just told by another tourist from Chile that many tourists have opened that door, gone out onto the bridge and fell to the deck.
How come there's nobody here just to guard it?
Yeah,
But
and you know what? It's not like it's a really super rich country that can afford to put places, things like that everywhere. But it does leave it with a nice natural look. I really enjoy it. So the things you have to worry about are tripping, making sure you're staying on these narrow trails, and not having someone do this to you.
Signing out. We made it alive. Sí, gracias.
Okay, we went to the Inca Bridge, which we were told was very, very hard hike, and that people weren't going to lie to us. So I said, okay, let's go to the Sungate. Sungate, yeah. And people told us that one was hard too, so we're going to try to prove them wrong. So we are going to the Sungate, which we're told is about a 1-hour round trip with beautiful views. Things white people have to do. We're up really close to the sun and my nose gets burnt if I don't do this every now and then, so I'm reapplying. And by reapplying, I mean applying for the first time today.
Just leave it like that.
Yeah.
It's nicer.
Still lots of walking up to the Sungate. Pretty high above Machu Picchu right now. All right, we're told that it's about another, well, the lady said 35 minutes for me, but for you young guys, probably about 20 minutes. So we're about 20 minutes up to the Sungate. Hollis thought it was way up there, but I don't think it is because that will be one hell of a lot more than 20 minutes.
How beautiful and how much worth coming up here. You can see what you think of Machu Picchu town way beyond with the mountain, and you can see the switchback road that we took this morning, as well as the Aguas Calientes right at the bottom of the hill. I can wait to see it from wherever we're supposed to go.
10 minutes, only 10 more minutes.
They've been saying it like, you know, everybody's like, oh, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. But every time we go up somewhere else, like 10 more minutes, like, yeah. We'll see, we'll find out.
I think we made it to the highest point.
No.
Oh no, that's not where we're going. We're almost there, but even if we weren't, this is one hell of a view.
So what is the chance of this rock gonna crack right now?
Probably not big.
This is crazy. And just right above us, there's just so many rocks, just kind of overhangs, and whatever one falls right on top of us, we're done. All right, Michael, finish strong.
I hate stairs.
We finally arrived on top of the Sungate, which is all worth it. And I'm still dabbing my sweat. You see the path right behind me there? There's actually where the Inca Trail arrive here on the Sungate, and then you'll be able to see Machu Picchu way in the distance. So this is a very significant place, and obviously it's called the Sungate. Oh, I'm still catching my breath there. Because it's called the Sungate because it was built specifically on this place and then facing a certain direction. The view is magnificent. So seriously, that's amazing. So basically the Inca Trail would follow the path coming down from the Sungate all the way down to the town of Machu Picchu. Finally, we made it to the actual town center of Machu Picchu. But one thing that I noticed is number one, the sun is already high up and it's just much hotter now. And number two, that's a stream of visitors coming in, and from above we actually saw lines of people trying to get in. And inside, of course, in the town, there's like small meandering path, and there's a lot of guys stopping, and everybody's talking, and it's just a lot of people. And it's only noon, so we're just gonna try to enjoy it as much as we can and get a few things to check out here, enjoying our day in Machu Picchu. These guys are not doing well. It just seems to be start to tilt it this way.
One of the most amazing things to me about this whole place, other than the fact that it's built thousands of feet in the air and it's just beautiful, is that there's not a lick of cement or any kind of mortar here. These are all just rocks placed on top of each other, and they just have to fit.
Right behind me is the Roca Sagrada, which is the sacred rock. And if you can see the shape of the rock, it actually mimics the shape of the landscape behind it. So it's like a little model of what's beyond this town. Gonna spit on you.
Okay, it's autumn here right now at Machu Picchu, and I don't know if it's the same all year round, but in autumn there's these little tiny black flies that get you. There's one right there. They get you all over your legs. My legs are a complete mess. Fortunately for me, they're not itchy at all. Hollis not as bad as me, but his are itchy. So when you come here in the fall, make sure you either wear pants or wear some sort of insect repellent.
Oh my God, look at that.
Are you nervous?
It's a bit uneasy. I'm sure it's safe, but you know, obviously I don't want to get...
There's a little rope here that kind of helps you feel safe here.
Yeah, feel really safe now.
Well, I don't know about you, Hollis, but I think that the top of Machu Picchu at the Sun Gate is the perfect place to end a Machu Picchu vlog.
It's definitely worth come up to the Sun Gate and
Wow.
also to Machu Picchu in general.
One thing that you'll notice about some parts of our vlog is that you'll see most people have concentrated themselves down at the part you see down in the below. But there's places like you know, the Sun Gate. There's a couple mountains to climb. There's also the Inca Bridge that really give you a completely different perspective on Machu Picchu.
We spent hours and hours here, and it's still so many things to explore.
Yeah, and if the people do bother you, then get to a place like this. You'll see a few people on the trail, but only the people who really take it seriously come to places like this and the gate.
You will come up with a better appreciation how the Inca culture built this magnificent place.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true. I couldn't think of how they got these
No,
rocks.
I can't. We really enjoy our day here in Machu Picchu. It's just an amazing place.
Come here.
Come here.
I had an ambient sleep.
All right, early worms not always get the early. No.
Machu Picchu out.
What you doing?
Looking at Machu Picchu. Seriously, looking at Machu Picchu. Seeing how many likes we have.
Tidbit Tuesday.
No, don't do it. Goodbye from Machu Picchu.
Goodbye.